Let's introduce to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player. But sometimes he comes up really hyped up, and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Evan Ingram from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Patriots nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. Pushes him over. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 35-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. Montgomery a first down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Patriots nothing.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. Room to run again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
David Montgomery, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Patriots nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. That catch good for only a couple. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. Flushed out right. Airing one out for Crowder. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
98 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Now Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From his own end zone, Herbert. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Herbert on 3rd and long from his own end zone. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Herbert on first down now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New England. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Looking in zone for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19.
So probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Open space inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. David Montgomery, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's Herbert. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mayfield. He completes it to Jones. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. David Montgomery with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it a second down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go with Chubb on second down, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. New England on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game, right?
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert dumps it off to Edwards. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Herbert now. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Micah Parsons in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. After the sack on first down, Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.